Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Okay, today's another day, another dollar. Let's go. Let's make some crochet holler. I have no idea what I just said, but it was fun. I'm so glad you're here today. Right, today I'm doing more working. Now that my corner is clean, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable. I got a ghosty moving with the back of my head. Hello, ghosty. Beautiful. Love him so much. He never goes away. He never goes away. I helped make him when I was like 8. Helped paint his face and pick his pattern for his hat and stuff. And I don't like putting him away. It makes me feel sad. So he gets to stay on. Alright. I got my craft smart. I got my scalp. And I'm pretty close to being done. So I just want a second here while I make sure I've got the right pattern up because I have been jumping. I do. I am in. I'm in. Okay, so I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows of this. So, pull out Old Faithful. Give it a little rub here. I even put lotion on today. That's amazing. I put lotion on ages ago after I did dishes. I tell you, that cow lotion, if you can find it, get it. Get it. Oh my gosh, it's worth it. It is. My hands actually feel soft and young. And I'm not young. The rest of my skin don't feel so great. But my hands, ooh, fancy. Anyway. Yeah, I seem to be in a mood. Alright, so one thing I found, I was getting super distracted. Granted, when I was working on this last night, I was kind of watching a really cool subtitle show, so I really was trying to do too much at the same time. But isn't that always what I do? That is how I roll. So I'm just going to tie this knot. Pretty sure I don't have to, but I just feel that it's going to make this a little secure. So, when you're doing the loop stitch, as we have discovered through all my extensive research of YouTube, your good stitches are on the inside. So when I change this to skin color, I am hoping that my good stitches will be on the outside for the rest of it. I absolutely love this. It feels so textured, and I really like this yarn. I know it is not a very expensive yarn, but I feel I like it for the amigurumi. I think it's going to hold up really well. Yeah. So, blue is for my increases. Red is for the beginning of my yarn, or my row here. And we should be on 7, I think. 7. Yep, 7. Because I stopped at like middle of the night. We're not going to talk about when, because my stomach has just been not letting me sleep, so I ended up sleeping in a little. Thank goodness my husband was here to take care of the morning, because it's good to have a partner. And for those who don't have a partner, you are a rock star. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you're any different. I've had to do it where my husband was at work every day, and no matter how I felt, the day still needed to get done. Okay, so and he's home in the morning right now, so that is a load off, and I really appreciate getting a little break, especially with 3 and my health not being as good as it used to be. I'm getting stronger, but it's going to take time still. So, we have 1. I think this row I'm going to do slightly longer. I want it to be shaggy. Okay, and this is not how you properly do it, but this is how I do it for myself that I find it works best for me. So, you're supposed to hold it, and you're supposed to do this, and I do not feel comfortable with it. And I just found that Bag O' Day has a whole bag in this particular stitch that I am absolutely thinking some of my variegated ones that I don't know what to do with, like maybe my baby variegating. I think that would actually look really cute because I was trying to figure out something that would highlight the fun in those yarns. Because yes, they're pastels, but they are also quite unique. So I don't know. They're not very. I don't see them as much as I used to, but I haven't been to a store in a while. I just look online, and I'm always looking for specific things. Unless it's Hobie, I just like to go on there and just drool. And a little bit of Mary Maxim too. They have a few things that I just, I'd like to get that. So we'll see. My birthday is coming up, you know. Who knows? Maybe some pretty yarn is in need. I'm watching something dropping in price on Facebook Marketplace, but not a really big fan of taking money out of Christmas to go towards me. So my birthday is always quite thin. All I ever ask for my birthday is a meal. Something that I want to eat that I like. I don't know what I want this year. Sometimes it's fettuccine alfredo, and that's amazing. Chicken alfredo. Yeah. Just haven't been feeling cream sauces though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't eat spaghettis, anything with tomato sauces. So there goes most kinds of like lasagna, which, you know, makes me sad, but it really, my stomach cannot digest tomato sauces or ketchup or tomato soup anymore. I get some very bad results out of that. We're not going to discuss that, but let's just say, no, not doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, I can still, most of the time, handle real tomatoes, so I will be grateful that I can still eat a delicious garden fresh tomato, and hope that doesn't change anytime soon. And I know I'm not the only person this has happened to, and I'm sure other people are going through the same thing, and I think it's just, it's too acidy, and I just can't deal with it, or too much sugar. Since getting the diabetes, I'm up and down with the sugar. There are times where I really crave it, like there's something wrong with me and I have to have it, and other times it makes me feel absolutely ill to even know there's sugar in food. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure things out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're on 7. So I think that this is going to turn out looking really, really neat. I'm pretty happy. I am debating, after I get this going and I start making the rounds on the skin, I may decide to put a styrofoam ball in there just to anchor it. I don't know. 5, 6, 7. Okay, where's my blue? There's my blue. We're going to pop you in there so I know what I'm doing here. Okay, 7. Now this is my increase one where I do 2 in the same stitch. There we go. And if this works out the way it does, I have at least 3 other dolls that I want to do with the same technique. Just probably with smaller loops because the hair isn't going to be as shaggy. One of them probably longer loops because I need to be able to put the hair in a specific hairdo. But that's not till later. Oh, fascinating. Yeah, that would be my girl talking in her sleep again, having a great old conversation. And it's okay. Yeah, I think this will make a really cool bag. I do. But I think it would definitely work in the variegated, so I'm kind of inspired by that. Not necessarily for something for me to keep. I'll probably just want to see how it looks. And if I like it, see if anybody's interested in purchasing it, because it's not something I think I really need. But I can see that going over well. I also want to make these Slurpee bags. They're so cute. I know. I have a few things I'd like to make, and I don't necessarily want to keep them. I just want to make them for the sake of making them. So, I just want to see if I can do it. Got that challenge going. I am super excited about the mittens for my mother. That is some fine feeling yarns. It is very bougie compared to, I'd say, this acrylic, which is very soft, very easy to use. But it definitely doesn't have the high-end material in it, which is okay. I am not complaining. For what I'm making right now, this is perfection. For me. Other people like their chunky yarns, their Schnells, and they're fine. Like I can do them now. For a long time I avoided them like crazy. Now I've made a couple things, and they work up really fast, and I get to play with my really big hooks, so that's fun. And I'm always about wanting to play with my big hooks, because I mean, I've got these up this one. This guy here is a 20 millimeter. I need to get some yarn to play with that, because look at that. And that was one of my Temu finds for like 3 something before. Really not badly priced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did try them out with the big velour red yarn that lives on my bed for Tiny there, and it works it up really nice. I'm not allowed to make anything with that yarn though. That's her emotional support yarn that she takes like some of my plastic hooks and stabs repeatedly and tells me she should crochet. And she's getting to a point now where that's not satisfying her anymore. She wants to actually crochet. She wants to make me something. And that is the sweetest thing ever. Okay? We'll get there. We will get there. Keep on crafting. Alright. What we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. See how fast that went? Doing it like that really works for me. I'm really close to the proper way of doing it. And you're supposed to put your hands like this. That's longer than I'd like. Would like a little more length, so we're going to go like that. And it's that end part where I just kind of cross it, like do an X, sort of like cross stitching kind of thing, and that's how it works for me, where they're just like whip, 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 and I'm like, okay, I don't know how you're doing that, and I don't feel that I am ever going to learn that one, but I am getting the end result that I want. So that's the one thing I do like about crochet. You can get away. I mean, that sounds terrible, but you can get away with not doing it in a traditional manner. Like, there's a video I see on Facebook quite often where this person is got their hook in between their knees, and they are bicycling their yarn back and forth somehow. I can't quite figure out how they're doing it, but they're chaining the whole way. It's really neat, and it goes really fast. I don't think it worked for me per se, but that's cool. Way to be inventive. Like, wow, super impressive. This is a craft that's always evolving. And yeah, there were at least 4 or 5 different ways to do this stitch as it was. So, and yeah, okay, we are going to make sure you are on the hook. That's what I thought. You decided to get inside. And that's going to split the yarn. So we're going to go like that. pop you out. Where are you? Which one are you? Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Nothing like when you lose your end. Okay, and then we're just going to keep on going. So I should have a big chunk of this done. I've watched the video. I know what colors I need. I am going to have to make the body. And then I think what I'm going to have to do, because the t-shirt's so loose, so I'm going to have to make it over a white arms and white chest. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, because I want the t-shirt to be like flowy. It's got the short sleeves, but then it has the white long sleeve underneath. And that was a whole vibe back in the day. I still do that. I think that's a great look. You know, stuck in my old fashion, but you know, whatever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Especially on like a cold day, if you're walking up a trail to get your kids to school and it's a cold day, yeah, put on 3 pairs of pants. If somebody's looking at you funny, at least you're warm, right? Alright, I'm going to do one of white, slightly longer, because I'm seeing that there's a couple longer ones kicking around. So then I get that uneven, chunky look that I'm going for. I don't know yet if I want to comb it out. I might just leave it, because I think it's going to look a little more dirty, a little more wild, if we just cut the loops in half. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of work too. That's fun though. As my daughter says, she loves the sound of scissors. I try to keep them away from her in case she decides to give herself a haircut, because she enjoys the sound of cutting hair. Alright then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If she wants to be a hairdresser, do it. Yeah. I could always use someone to do my hair. Shh, don't tell Kirsten I said that. No, I haven't been able to get my hair done in quite a while. I do have somebody that I love her work, but I don't have it in my budget, and I still love her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am still considering cutting my own hair off again. I've done it before. I don't know. Get to a point where I'm tired of tying my hair up. And I feel like I'm getting to that point again, and my hair's getting a bit heavy. It feels like it's just more of a hindrance. And if my hair's being a hindrance, I don't really need it, right? Okay. And 2 for that row. I am super excited about how I sorted everything over here. I have a bag of about a dozen different cakes, and they fit so well up there, and they're fitting all over the place, so I'm really excited about winding them. I know I don't want to keep making too many per day, because that's going to end up hurting my arm, and it's taking away from my crochet time right now. And yeah, probably gonna have to oil it soon though. I can hear it starting to get a creak, because I've done already like 20 of them. And the thing's going, oh, you are going to make me work. Yes, yes I am. And I'm debating about winding up the red. I've used quite a bit with the piece for the big rat. So that's got to get going. I need to decide which brown I want to use. I still cannot seem to figure it out. I got them both sitting here right beside me. I've got the piece finally done. Got through that part. And yeah, I gotta go through that. Okay, you're not wanting to cross for me. Why are you being so mean to me? I thought we were best friends here. Come on, bestie. We're going to cross you there. And you cross over. Alright, that time I got you both. Okay, I see. Yes. And there. Looking great. So it's starting to curl up a little. We get some good lengths. And there, I almost did it properly. And there we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I guess I am going to finish off this row. And by the time I see you next, I'll probably have pretty much all of the face and everything done. And yeah, and go from there. Thank you for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. Can't wait to see you again soon. Bye.